So, it's funny when somebody asks you, where's your story begin? You really have to think about how far back you want to go. I, unfortunately, have a very kind of sad story as far as genetics. I have a brother and sister that are both type 1 diabetic. I have a father that had heart disease, quintuple bypass. He passed away when I was 22, very tragically. He left behind 7 kids, and my mom was left to raise all of us. And, it's a really hard thing to grasp how all of that and being raised that way can affect what you're really supposed to do, your purpose. So, coming back from Summit, we had more devastating news. This really might turn into Oprah. But my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. So I come back from Summit, I'm like, I'm gonna rock it, and then we get this news. And I thought I could have easily just shut down and walked away. And everyone probably would have understood. And I thought, no. I need to reach people that I can help, that maybe they'll quit smoking. Maybe they'll get a better diet. Maybe they won't develop that severe heart disease that took my dad, and that was my purpose. So that's why I became so passionate about helping people. I was in pharmaceutical sales, and I would sit in those offices, and I'd be sitting around all the old people, what you got in your bag, lady? And they'd want all these free samples, and I thought, this is not what I want to do. This is not my passion. So I quit my job, and my husband was laid off 2 weeks later. No income. And we had a son. I quit working when he was born. And so I had to give away my company car. So we went without a car for 2 years. And it was okay. It bothered everybody else. How do you do anything all day long? And for me, I was like, I could have gone back to work, but it was my passion to stay home with my son and raise him. And that's what we wanted to do. So eventually I became a pharmaceutical rep after I had my daughter, because I really did, or I became a personal trainer. I had to get out of the house. I felt like I had to be in touch with people. So I became a personal trainer. And it brought in income, and my husband did eventually get a great job, just not at the income level where he was before. So I started teaching boot camps, and I started training people, and I just loved doing it. And having people come up to me and say, you've changed my life. And I would train them, and I'd say, well, what are you eating? Well, I'm eating salads and chicken. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, I hear it all the time, and I thought, they'd say, come to my kitchen, come. And then I thought, what could I do? What could I do to develop something where I can teach people how to eat? Because let's be honest, I know we can become very critical, like, why are they picking that over that? And we see this, but really, some people don't know. They think they're making the right choice buying whole grain Nutri-Grain bars, and you're like, no. But, they really do. So I thought, what can I do? So I developed this folder with recipes in it, and I took them on nutritional tours at the grocery store. And I said, pick this, pick this, pick this, and they paid me, and it was amazing. And I remember at the time I was conversing with a girl that I found on social media, and she's like, why aren't you a coach? Why aren't you a coach? You need to be a coach. And I was like, I don't think it's my thing. That's a whole MLM thing. It's not for me, and I didn't know. So then I decided, I saw a girl that had become a coach, and I'm like, okay, why not me? And I'm seeing these amazing stories of these, financial transformations, which I know, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. But it was something that I thought, why not me? Why can't I do this? And I got to work.
So you've been a Beachbody coach for 15 months, like we talked about.
15
You're a
months.
12-star Diamond coach. You're going to be a superstar Diamond coach here pretty quickly.
No pressure.
I think there's a lot of people that want to understand, okay, what are the things that you're doing consistently that's helping you have so much success so fast?
Well, I think the big thing is my schedule, obviously with my 4 beautiful children, I don't have a lot of time. And they are my priority. I still stay home with them. So when my youngest Juliet naps, I sit down and I get to work. I have maybe an hour and a half before my son gets off the bus. And I'm not gonna lie, there's been times where, the baby's up and I'm on the phone with a coach or whatever, and my son comes in and my other daughter's on my leg, and my husband walks in, I'm like, give me her plate, and I'm shaking her off my leg and trying to do it. But it's really about it's so hard to sit down and go, okay, what am I gonna do today? Because like I said, there's so many distractions of what you should be doing. And you know, I still don't do a leaderboard. I see these amazing leaderboards, and I thought, I can't do that right now. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and stay focused on that. So I sit down, I get to work. You know, I am on social media every single day. And this might sound, I don't know if this, again, I'm kind of new here, but I have been on social media every single day for the past 15 months. Whether that was me posting a picture, whether that was me on Christmas showing something, I showed up every day because I realized that even though people are watching and they're not liking or commenting, and you're like, why can't you just like, you know, just something. I realized though, they're watching you to see how consistent you're going to be. Is she gonna fall off? Where's she gonna go? But I also show how real I am. Opening day for the Buffalo Bills, I was shoving pizza in my mouth and I took a picture of it. I think I got more likes that day than when I busted my butt. But then that following morning, never missed a Monday. I worked out and I was consistent and I shared who I was, but I also showed that I was a real mom doing real things. So.
How about the piece about you and your husband, and how you guys team up together to work together?
He should be here. So my husband is a rock star, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I get emotional that he said to me, you know, I'll be right behind you when you're on stage. And I said, no, you're right next to me, because he has been my rock. And see, you did Oprah. He is the most amazing man because he believed in me when we had no budget. And I said, I want to do this. And he said, okay, babe. And then I came back later, a week later, and said, I need to sign you up. And he said, okay, babe. And we did it. Like, when I say we did it, I'm telling my husband, we did this. Not just me. He is the other. He should be on that yacht with me tonight. But he's very much so proud of me, and he is there to help me when I have to do a team call on my anniversary. He's very supportive, but I've realized that it's these small, we hear it over and over again, guys, but those small daily things you do every day that you think are so, it doesn't matter if I do a post of me, you know, doing a workout. They keep saying the same thing, but maybe they don't. Maybe this is the first day that they see you and go, I need to contact her.
So what's going to continue to drive you? What's your...
Jeremy Red saying I'm going to be 15 star. That's going to drive me too. But you know, we got another emotional moment. Amazing news a week ago that my mom, 75% of her tumors are gone. And I just thought, that's driving me. It's driving me to know that, you know, miracles happen and the stuff that you do every single day doesn't matter. And when you think you know what the outcome is going to be of what you do and sit down every single day and the people that, you know, you're sitting down and they're scrolling their phone, you have to realize it's God. It's so true. Everyone does matter. From the janitor at the school to the principal at the school. Treat people the same way and you'll have amazing success.
So we talked about Beachbody making a difference in your life. And if you could narrow it down to just one thing, what would that be for you and your family?
Mom got a car. But I think the big difference for me was the emotional I mean, this has really been an outlet for me to deal with my father's death for the first time in 17 years that I've done. Now you know my age. But for the first time in 17 years to really unfold and deal with that and show my children. I love that they're working out with me and be that influence to people and be the person who's going to believe in them until they believe in themselves. Because you just don't know. You think you're affecting the person with the 2 success club points, and you're having this ripple effect to maybe the husband that keeps watching, or the kids that are watching, or the mom that's watching, and they're making those differences in their behaviors that is helping more and more people.
Wonderful. Incredible story. Thank you so much. One more round of applause for Sarah Muldown.